Well, let's get started without everyone else for now. It's pretty simple. You guys are long resting. Let's also level you up to level 13.
Oh wow. Okay.
13? Didn't you guys? When was the last time you leveled up?
Last time.
Last time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In general, my question is, if I just click done,
You will take the average.
okay, I'm fine.
But if you want to roll and potentially get higher, Paladin's hit dice is a D10, I believe. There's a good chance you could get
It says
more.
12 D10. What does that mean?
It means that you're level 12, so you've used 12 hit dice to get as many HP as you have now. But to roll for level 13, you get another one. Do you know which 7th level spell you're going to take, Eugene?
No, not yet.
As far as cleric spells go, there's not a whole lot of good 7th level ones.
I'll take yours.
You're at a 10.
You have 2, so I'll take yours.
Nice.
Wow, that was really lucky.
I'm playing a Divine Soul Sorcerer in my Friday campaign, and we're at level 12, so I'm trying to decide which spells to take at level 13. But I can choose from the Cleric or the Sorcerer spell list. So I'm definitely going to take Teleport and probably Crown of Stars.
What does Crown Stars do?
It gives you 7 glowing projectiles that you can throw as bonus actions.
I get a 4th level spell.
Ooh.
Yeah, just an increase in proficiency.
Yes.
Can I get Fireball at 4th level? I need something range.
You know what? Let's look up Paladin spells. No one else is here. We can take today pretty leisurely. Paladin spells.
Paladin. 4th level spells.
I'm playing a Paladin and a Thursday.
Ooh.
Thursday.
Let's see.
Find Steed. Find Greater Steed.
Find Greater Steed is a great option. And since you're a Paladin, you could, switch spells out because you're a prepared caster.
Oh.
So you could take...
I want something ranged, though. Because anytime we're in a range attack, I have
Find Steve.
nothing.
Find Greater
I
Steve.
could toss a javelin at it and cause like 2 points of damage.
Well, as far as ranged attacks, Paladins are kind of not ranged fighters.
No, we're not. Generally only useful if you know.
Because they're supposed to do lots of damage in a turn. So, like, since you have multi-attack, you could use Divine Smite, and then you can smite them, and then you can use Thunderous Smite as a bonus action, and you can smite them.
100 hit points to as many living creatures as you can fit within a 30-foot radius.
What are you looking at?
Aura of life.
100 hit points? What level is that?
4th
13.
level.
What level?
Aura of Life.
I already have that spell.
But the differences are broader.
I don't see where it says 100 hit points.
Sorry. I don't know what
No, it's you gain hit points every turn.
Each non-hostile creature in the area has resistance to
not Aura of
necrotic
Life.
damage.
It's
No.
like Aura of Vitality that you
Aura
get.
of Vitality is the one that heals.
Yeah, heals.
Aura of Life gives resistance to necrotic damage, and it brings unconscious creatures to 1 HP whenever they start their turn in the aura. Which is nice if your whole party is down, but
we don't really.
that's not going to happen very often.
Situations.
If you want a healing spell, Aura of Life, one that Eugene mentioned, it lets you heal 20d6 worth of hit points.
Yeah, given time.
Sorry, Aura of Purity. No.
Aura of
Which one is it?
Aura of
Postpone that one.
20d6. Wait, 62.
Oh, you know what? I'm looking at 4th level spells. That's a 3rd level spell we're thinking of.
Wait, Cordell, is it 60-20s or 20d6s?
It's 20d6s. It's 2d6 every 6 seconds for a minute. That's Aura of Vitality. For 4th level spells, Banishment is a pretty cool one. Death Ward is super useful, and Find Greater Steed lets you ride a rhinoceros or a Pegasus.
Rhinoceros.
So then I could fly, so I could
You could. If you take Find Greater Steed, you could summon a Pegasus
Fun
and be a flying paladin.
I'll be bad greater speed. I don't need range attacks. I'll bring the range. You want to play with me?
Find Steve.
Fine.
Find Greater Steve.
So-
Find Greatest Steve.
Fine, great.
Actually, paladins are just like built for riding steeds. The way combat works when you're mounted is your mount, if it is a controlled mount, which yours will be since it's a summoned creature that you control, basically it takes its turn at the same time you take your turn. What happens is when you're mounted, your speed becomes 0 unless you dismount, which takes half your speed. But you gain your mount's speed, and your mount can take the dash, disengage, or dodge
Wait,
actions.
it just automatically gave me those two?
Oh, those come with your oath. Those are oath spells that don't count against the number of spells you can know.
Okay.
How funny would Emily? How funny would it be if you just found a rhinoceros and you're charging at it at the same time you have your sword ready with divine smite and thunderous smite?
I need to actually use this one, because I never use Find Steed, but now that I find Greater Steed.
Yeah, so, like I was saying, when you're on your mount, you gain its speed, and you can take the dash, dodge, and disengage actions using your mount's action. And you can still use your action, bonus action. Also, any spell that you cast that affects you can also affect your steed.
Sweet.
That would actually be
So haste?
Haste.
Okay, but you said something about haste last time that I didn't know. I can only use my haste action for one attack.
Yeah, so if you look up the haste spell, it specifies that it does give you an extra action, but you can only use that action to do certain things. One of the things is make a single weapon attack. You can use an object, you can dash, you can disengage. It doesn't let you cast an extra spell in a turn. It doesn't let you attack twice if you have multi-attack. So it's kind of limited, but riding your Pegasus, and Pegasus, I'm pretty sure, let me look it up. The Find Steed is also really cool because the summoned creature appears with max HP. You don't roll for its HP.
Does this take 10 minutes to cast?
Yes.
Okay, so you can't ta-da in the middle of battle. You have to have it before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, what was that one character that takes?
So if you cast it to summon a Pegasus, you would have Pegasus would have 91 hit points, and it has a fly speed of 90. So you cast haste on you cast haste on yourself. You basically gain a fly speed of 180 feet, and you have a free disengage, dash, or dodge.
What does
Plus,
dash do?
it doubles your speed.
I could go 360 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Great news.
Actually, let's see. You could go faster, because if you cast haste on yourself, that also doubles your mount's fly speed, but also gives it that extra action, so it can dash 2 times and go, say, 360, 520 feet.
Six. Wait, really?
Wait,
No,
no,
720.
360 times 5, 720 feet.
720?
Now, when you take the, let's see,
Anyways,
90,
I don't
180,
need that.
it would be 180 times 3.
A lot. I tried chicken
480.
heart.
480.
I tried chicken heart at Takano's, and it tasted like chicken.
Very, very fast.
Very
And we tried elk.
Okay, perfect. That solves my range problem.
Also, Find Steed just lasts until your steed dies. So you could do it the night before, then change the spell for something else and just have a flying steed.
Or a rhinoceros.
Just in general, I have now been doing this for now. You're supposed to tell me what I need.
I don't have a Pegasus mini, but you're welcome to use the Rhino mini.
You can also
Pegasus is a large creature.
Wait,
Or you could use the horse. I've got a couple of war horses up there.
is there a spell that lets you is there like a
I'm
fine
looking at what
graded
dimension
steed?
door is.
Like, is there a fine graded steed?
Quite simple. You use an action, you can teleport up to 500 feet.
Imagine that and your Pegasus. 500.
But I only have one fourth level spell slot.
Oh, yeah.
And then banishment.
Banishment is an interesting spell. You hit a creature, they have to make a saving throw of some kind. If they're not native to the plane of existence that you're on, demons and devils, for example, they are sent back to their plane of origin.
Wow, that is.
So in literal
I have-
sense,
I
go to
have-
heck.
Yeah. I have yet to successfully cast it. They've
Oh.
always beat their saving
The
throws.
saving throw, usually when you're trying to banish a creature, it's large and strong enough
To
that
get over it.
it can succeed. What kind of saving throw is it?
It's a charisma saving throw,
Charisma.
which is like why I take it particularly, because it's one of the few spells that require a charisma saving throw. But every time I've used it so far, they've just gotten lucky.
You'll be able to do it sometime.
Yep, eventually. That's why I'm not unpreparing it.
I'm ready.
So, if the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane, where it is incapacitated. It remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left. So any creature, you can make them vanish for a minute, then you can spend a minute setting traps, getting ready to cast spells, and then it pops up and you obliterate it. If it's native to a different plane of existence, and you maintain the spell for a full minute, it does not return. It just stays gone. If
I'm going to change that.
If the spell ends before the minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left.
I'm going to cast Find Greater Steed
Wait, you
and
should-
ride my Pegasus to me.
Okay.
You should do Finds a Greater Steed before you do your long rest.
That's what she's doing.
Okay. Then you don't even waste a spell slot.
Wait. Can I do that before my long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I was not doing that. Thank you, Jacob.
You can also do it right now.
I should get a Pegasus mini. That'd be cool.
This one kind of fits my vibe.
There's one that's the exact same but with a wider base. Setting your. Oh, it's right here.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that would what?
oh, I literally stand on it.
Isn't that awesome? You just have a war horse.
Did you decide, Eugene?
War horse on
Did you decide?
Yes,
War horse.
Do I want to know?
Paladin on war horse with wings.
I think it's more fun when you find out when I do it.
Okay, I'll wait. So I will say that you have to keep track of the art of
91
your.
hit points.
Yes, so it has 91 hit points. You'll also be in charge of knowing its speed and what it can do.
Perfect.
If you don't cast haste and you want to attack from your horse, your Pegasus, it takes your action to do so.
So if you want to attack with your Pegasus.
So if there's someone laying on the ground and you want to trample them with your horse's hooves, instead of slashing with your glaive, you say, "I'm using my action to attack with my horse."
Got it.
So the horse.
But the horse can make movement without using an action.
You're like, yeah.
And the things it can do for free are dash, disengage, and dodge.
Dash, disengage, dodge.
So dash doubles its speed for it's running. Disengage, you can get away from enemies without incurring opportunity attacks. Dodge, it's a little particular. It only affects your mount. When it takes the dodge action, all attacks against it have disadvantage.
Sweet.
But attacks against you still hit
Okay.
normally.
Gora.
Hmm.
Is there like a spell like Find Greater Speed except like Find Greater Speed?
No. Find Greater Steed is the greatest.
Imagine if there was like a 9th level spell where you could summon a dragon or something after speed.
That's basically like the Draconic Spirit one.
Sadly,
Or like a
paladins
giant.
do not get 9th level spells.
That's okay.
Don't they only get 5th?
They get Divine Smite, so that's enough.
I like some.
Yeah.
There's some cool 5th level spells that they get.
Like what? Destructive Wave looks cool. Fire!
Holy Weapon is cool. Summon Celestial's cool.
Raise Dead.
It's like a improved Revivify. It's more expensive though.
What does it do?
It's like an improved Revivify. It's more expensive though.
How is it improved with Revivify?
Revivify you can only cast within a minute of death. Raised Dead is within 10 days.
Oh.
I think it costs a single diamond worth 500 gold pieces though.
Jeez.
I could be wrong. Let me check. Yep, a diamond worth at least 500 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. Alrighty. Well,
My word.
you guys level 13 and happy?
Mitch says I'm very skilled to be able to ride a horse like a paddleboard.
Oh, you sent a picture? Nice.
I'm ready.
Alrighty, well, having dropped off Macath the Crimson and Marfulb at the host tower of the Arcane Brotherhood, you guys set sail. It's not that far of a trip.
Dropping off all their knowledge.
You set sail for Waterdeep.
Ashley, of course, winks at Marfall before she leaves.
When are you guys gonna drop the toads off the candle key?
Already done?
Just now.
Just did.
Oh,
Jacob?
I thought it was in Evernonis.
Candlekeep? Candlekeep is in the room.
Oh, not Evernonis. The place you guys just went.
Candlekeep?
No. Yeah, Candlekeep. It's Candlekeep.
We just go at it.
Jacob.
We're just like, we stop like, there's Candlekeep, now get off, and then we're off to Waterdeep.
Oh. Okay.
Huh, 3 syllables each.
My brain just
Candle
dies.
feet, water feet.
Yes.
Wobbly.
Yeah.
It's funny how sometimes I get stuck.
You know what? I'm not gonna. Actually, yes, I am.
It would be cool if Daniel made one.
They
It
don't
goes-
have faces.
It like goes over the name, like a hole. It would be cool if you made one like a hole, so you could put it on top and drag it over.
Well, you could do it with that one if you just flatten it out.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The rest of the council. There.
There.
Alright, you guys arrive in Waterdeep. Is there anything you'd like to do before you head to the council chambers?
Billy's is in Waterdeep, right?
It is.
Afterwards, I would like to go there.
Afterwards, or do you want to do that now?
Well, let's do it afterwards.
Well,
'cause
I
don't
say
wanna
we do
bore
it
Eugene.
now. No, you will not bore me.
Okay, let's
I
do
say
it.
we do it now because, like, we're still waiting for possibly Brooke or at least Cody.
Cool. 2 Billy's, please.
Okay.
Billy's employed.
Alright.
I would like to go there too, anyway. It's like,
Okay.
well, actually, Billy doesn't have the jewel chalice that I need.
If there's another magical store.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily magical. I just need to drop by a jewelry store. But maybe Billy has something nice.
You walk into Billy's Item Emporium and find yourselves at the bottom of the ocean, striding amid beautiful colored coral with fish, octopus, sharks, and many other various sea life swimming around you. You see Billy floating through the air, kind of swimming with a school of fish, and he looks over at you guys.
He's swimming?
Well, he's flying.
Oh, okay. Well, I just was wondering, like, if he's swimming, then when we go in, do we immediately start swimming?
No, it feels like you're standing in a shower.
Okay, perfect. Keep going. Sorry.
He notices you guys, clears his throat, drops down, and approaches, and he says, "Welcome to Billy's Item Emporium. Is there an item that you seek?"
Yes. I would like a glaive that deals a lot more damage.
More damage than a dagger?
I don't think I'm very good at daggers.
Then I have what you seek. It's on your back.
Excellent. That's it.
That's it?
I only know how to do one thing, and
You
if
should
there
make,
was a way to do it even more, then
you should make a note somewhere, Emily, that as an 11th past 11th level paladin, every attack you do does an extra D8 of radiant damage.
can I add that?
You could just add it to all your weapons. Just add an extra D8.
Divine Smite and Thunder Smite on the same attack is really good.
Wait, just on all of my.
All of your attacks, extra D8. Improved Divine Smite at 11th level. And, oh, Ashley.
Yes. Oh, I just wanted to make sure she was completely done before engaging. Okay, she's completely done. All right. Just to make sure, you don't have spell components still, right? It's like I need another goblet chalice.
I
thingy.
have many spell components.
So big jeweled goblet chalice like thing because like I want to be able to cast Hero's Feast, and so I need the jeweled chalice thingy.
Oh, hang on. He walks over to a big piece of coral and begins like digging at the side. As he digs, you see stuff, items come out, and he throws them, and they disappear into other pieces of coral. It's all just a big illusion.
Okay, cool.
He pulls out a big chalice that looks like it's covered in, just looks like a plain chalice.
Mhm.
He holds it up. He blows on it, dust flies off, and you see that it is
Floats off.
a bejeweled chalice worth probably around 500 gold pieces.
Oh, it needs to be 1,000.
1,000 gold pieces.
Fantastic. Okay, well, I have a bunch of gems, so let's just swap if you don't mind.
Billy has many gems.
Yes, but now he has more gems and one less chalice.
Billy doesn't need more
I don't know. It's up to Chad. That's up to Billy.
gems.
Yeah, go ahead and just make a straight trade worth 1,000 for your new chalice.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so Billy, I have a very strange request. Yeah, I imagine you have. Do you remember what we talked about last time? Because these weak arms are very strong. I was hoping to. If you had something for that. But here's the problem, Billy. I was hoping to do a straight up trade.
What were you looking to trade?
Gonna pull out Hazaran.
How's it wrong?
Yes. I have very much disappointed this sword, and now he won't talk to me.
Oh, may I see?
Yes.
Right. Interesting. Here you go. It's been tampered with.
Okay. Well, you're just handing it back now?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't want it.
It says it wants to speak with you.
Okay. So it can speak with me? What does it say? Take it back.
He hands it back, and the sword immediately whispers in your mind, "Curse that woman, she tampered with me."
Oh. Okay, but it's undone now?
Yes, I am restored.
Okay, fantastic.
Do not return me to the hands of Laurel Silverhand.
I won't. I'm going to try to pass you off onto somebody that will actually kill people.
Yes, please.
Yes, I think that would be best for everyone. Okay, Billy. So, I've got the sword, and I have yet to kill anyone. I'm just absolutely terrible at killing people. So, I was hoping that maybe I could trade this sword for something so I don't die. Maybe armor, or something to make me stronger so then I could start wearing better armor. Because right now, I wear this chain shirt and it's really heavy.
What's your character speed?
20.
That's not very much.
Yes, only when I'm wearing armor.
I will make a trade for a belt of hill giant strength.
Belt of hill giants.
Makes your strength 21.
Okay.
Is the strength of 29 really good?
Strength of 21, yes. Stronger than any mortal could accomplish through normal means.
Oh yes, that is a lot better. I don't suppose you could throw in some armor on top of that, maybe.
What kind of armor are you looking for?
Well, once strong enough, I would love the plate stuff. I'll gladly sell back the Pearl of Power.
Pearl of Power and 300 platinum pieces for +1 plate armor.
300 platinum pieces. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. I'm absolutely positive I don't have that.
You have like 3,000 gold pieces?
No, I do not. Not anymore.
How much is...
Because, like, I use 1,000 for the chalice. I have to get that.
Is it platinum pieces 10 times the amount of gold?
Let's see.
Yes.
That's 300.
Wow.
Okay, so 300, but that's 300 gold. 300 platinum. Oh, I have a bunch of diamonds. But he's still asking for 3,000 gold. That is beyond what I currently have. Let's see.
Now I have more questions now that I have Googled.
All right, I hear like Hazaron has done good work, but I hate to use him only for spells, and it pisses him off. Like he makes me feel guilty every time I pick him up. So, I guess I'll just try to trade him for the belt. I think I'll just go with that for now. So the belt of Hildrine strength. I don't think it's a very good trade in my favor, but it's something I need. So that's what we're going with. But now I have a pearl power that I don't necessarily need. Well, not so much that I don't necessarily need, I can't use.
What does it do?
It lets me regain a spell.
A 3rd level spell.
Yes. Hey, it comes handy in a pinch. Alright, but let's see. What can we do about armor? Because you were offering to give me armor +1.
Yes.
So what about just standard plate? Or adamantine, maybe?
Standard plate armor for 1,500 gold.
1,500. Alright. You probably put a huge discount if I try to sell back the Pearl of Power. Right?
Pearl of Power and 1,200
Oh
gold.
no, I need these diamonds.
Actually, hang on, let me see. Pearl of Power is a uncommon rare.
I can't use those diamonds. That's 300.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm afraid I have many Pearls of Power. They're not selling that great. I can only offer you a discount of 100.
Yeah, well, I get that. No problem there. Do you have... No, I can't ask for that. We're just... So, I'm just going to have to hope for better armor later. No. Billy is very upfront about everything. Alright, hold on a second. Does my thing not even need attunement? The Belt of Hildrine Strength doesn't even need attunement?
Does it not? No, it says requires attunement.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, strength of 21.
It's like, what?
I think it takes attunement.
I would think so. Okay. Well, that's much better, and we're down with the Pearl of Power. I'll just have to use it for later, and you were saying something like 1,000 for plate armor, or should I just go to
1,400 for plate armor with the Pearl of Power.
1,400 for plate armor? I do not have that much money on me right now, Billy, and but could you at least give me one thing, just a promise? Could you do that?
What promise?
Make sure Hazarandos is somebody that likes stabbing people. Because I feel real bad. I've carried him around for, oh geez, like 2 months, and he's been like, stab someone! And I just never do. So, I feel kind of bad about it.
I will ensure it goes to the hands of someone who will make good use of it.
Perfect. I guess that will do. I guess I should get some healing potions while I'm here. So,
Funny.
Sure, 50 gold pieces per potion.
In another campaign, we got support relax.
do you have, how much for something a little bit more potent?
Why don't you go kill them?
Mm.
She changes his name every time. But she just changed out for a different character. But yeah, her verb relax would talk to her.
Oh, let's see. Potion of healing. Let me look up the. Well, I have many greater potions of healing. Let me look up how much they are. Well, I have to roll for how much they are, but
1,000 gold pieces.
here we go. Greater healing is uncommon. Let's see if you get lucky. Yes, you did. Greater potions of greater healing are only 100 gold pieces today.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Okay. Deal. He reaches up and grabs 2 guppies. They immediately transform into large vials of red bubbling potion.
Okay, so that's 200. So that would be gold. Remove.
How much would the supreme do?
A lot.
Like
Or
even if you
yeah.
roll 1?
Very rare. The lowest I could get would be 5,000.
Yeah, that seems about right. So 2.
Do you have more to do?
Nope, that is it.
I have a question.
I have many answers.
Do you have? I don't actually know how this works. I just googled it.
Okay.
Do you have an amulet of the devout?
Let me see. Amulet of the Bound.
I'm just trying to pen and paper next time.
Amulet of the drunk.
Interesting. While you wear the holy symbol, you get a bonus to spell attack rolls and it is loading.
And your spell save DC, and I get 1 for use of channel method.
Ooh.
Careful, chicken. It's a rolly chair.
Yeah.
I like.
Likey, likey.
I believe you are in luck. He goes into the back. Looks up into the air for a little bit. He actually floats up a little distance and he reaches out and he grabs the face of a hammerhead shark. Pulls back. The shark disappears and he's holding an amulet. Very shiny amulet.
I just like sparkly things.
5 million gold.
These are not common.
They are not.
In fact, this particular one is rare.
I have to see how much I need to save up.
Jeez. You are in luck. Running a special today, they're only 1,000 gold pieces for the rare.
Only
I'll
1,000
take it.
gold pieces.
I do have a very rare, though it is somewhat more expensive. Oh, wait. It is much more expensive. Let's see. How much are you willing to spend today? Oh yeah. 21,000 for the very rare edition.
I'll just take the 1,000.
It does require attunement.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm just attuned to one other thing right now. Did I get 3 correct?
yes, you can attune to 3 things.
How much would a
So,
legendary
with
be?
a rare Amulet of the Devout, you gain a bonus of +2 to your spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs.
Okay, wait.
How much would a
I
legendary
change that.
amulet of
Go to your spells page.
Yeah.
And then press and hold on your DC.
Mhm.
And just give it a bonus of 2. Throw a bonus of 2 onto your spell attack mod as well. Although,
Miscellaneous DC bonus?
sure.
2?
Yep.
And the other thing you said?
Spell attacks. So next to your DC is your plus bonus to attack.
How many of those would you roll for legendary
Nice.
amulet of the Devout?
Legendary items, I roll 2d6 and multiply it by 25,000 gold.
Oh! Wow.
Speaking of, I do have one item that might interest you.
But wait, finishing with the amulet, I also get 1 extra channel divinity.
Yeah.
What does
Use your channel divinity
Where would you
feature with
recommend
that.
storing that?
What does channel divinity do?
Go to your features page and underneath your channel divinity options, you've got Abjure Enemy and Vow of Enmity. Just below that, right, +1 per rest. Or per day, I should say. Paladins don't get their channel divinities until they long rest.
+1 per day. Another item.
That's
that might
pretty
interest
sick.
me.
I want one. Yes! He floats back into the air, he whistles, and an orca swims through the area. He swims up, reaches up inside the orca, and he falls to the floor, holding a big box, very slowly dragging it closer. He says, "Now this particular item fell from the heavens millennia ago. I believe it was wielded by an archangel.
Holy Avenger.
Could interest you." He opens it up, and as he opens it up, there's just a glittering light that fills the room, and you can almost hear the choir of angels in the background. Oh!
The light sword. That's
He
also
opens it up, and
Sunblade.
you see a glaive glistening with divine power.
I'm kind of jealous. He's like showering you with options, and I have.
I don't know what I want.
I know, I guess. Well, I wanted something.
For the low, low price, this holy avenger can be yours
Yes.
for 100,000 gold pieces.
You have actual
One day.
topaz from Topaz Mountain.
I got a ton of it.
You got a ton.
Prices do fluctuate.
How much would
keep
you
that in mind.
sell
I'm not even
one
close.
small stone?
Okay.
That,
One day.
well,
At least
I
it's
think you underestimate the amount of topaz that I have.
still.
But yes, I'll keep
Well,
it here for you.
because
if,
you like sanded and polished.
save it up.
No.
It's
It's
Is
all
there
about.
anything else that you would wish to purchase from Billy's Item Emporium?
Hmm?
Do you want anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
What I miss?
Are you sure?
We're just talking to Billy.
Oh.
Billy's
I'll offer it to you for 1,000 platinum.
I don't have
Oh, sorry, 10,000 platinum.
So I'm assuming we
Apologize.
finished our voyage without a hitch.
And we
Yes.
we
Long rest and level up.
What level?
13?
13.
I think I am level 13.
I'll save up for it. I'll write it down.
Very good.
10,000 platinum pieces.
Can I interest you in this magic sword? He holds up
Ooh,
a
good.
black sword that buzzes slightly. It's the one he just got from Eugene.
Oh, it's Hazaran.
What? Hazaron's like cursed.
No, he's not cursed.
He's
What?
Greece.
No, he's great. He just likes stabbing people, and I don't do a lot.
I like stabbing people.
I know.
It's a sword.
I offered him. Yeah, he's a great sword. He's great.
And you, potion seller, is there anything that you would like to buy today?
Only the strongest.
You don't get anything if level 13. That's lame.
You get HP,
Oh wait.
and you get
get
fourth level
four
spells.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
4th level spells.
Woo!
Wait, what level is Fireball?
I can now create the ultimate
third level
potion.
spells.
Do you have a cloak of cloak of what's the word? Displacement?
The dirt people.
I have. Actually, I do not. If you bring me the hides of 3 displacer beasts, I can make one.
For how much?
Yeah.
Asking for how much?
Displacer beasts. For how much?
To be determined.
3 displacer beasts.
Let me see what goes on.
That better be a real thing, Cordell.
It's supposed to be stirred up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they displace things. How long did the voyage take us?
Only about a week. You knew where your destination was. Well, can't afford the Holy Avenger today.
One day.
You got everything you wanted, right?
Well, I got the only thing I could
This is
afford.
Let's see.
One day I'll get better armor. One day.
You're just taking the average on HP, Cody?
Oh, so it's not that good.
What 4th level spell are you taking?
This isn't that good. That Cordell is. The Blister Beast looks pretty easy.
Why don't you go fight one then?
With what character?
Stone skin is nice.
Look at Fabricate.
Fabricate? Where? Where?
Cordell,
Sorry, creature or magic items can't be created or transmuted by this spell.
do you allow the optional class feature Harness Divine Power, in which I can convert a channel divinity into a spell slot?
Absolutely.
You do?
Yep.
What level spell slot?
I believe it's a spell slot equal to your proficiency divided by 2.
And your proficiency should be 5, so.
So why is it so
Rounded
strong?
down.
Why is it so strong?
Oh, I get some automatic spells. That's neat. Blind. Classic.
Cordell, why is it so strong?
I'm not saying it's strong, Jacob. I just said look at it. I was talking to Cody, not you.
I have a spell that I could literally jump off of a mountain and survive.
Featherfall?
Odaluk's Resilient Sphere.
No, it's Death Ward.
Oh.
You hit the ground.
You get Death Ward as one of your
Yeah, it's an
your
awesome.
subclass spells.
Yeah.
Deathward was one of my options.
Death Ward is super useful. You cast it on somebody, and if they would fall to 0 HP, they fall to 1 instead. And if they are targeted by an effect that would kill them instantly, that effect just fails, and they're fine. So if you cast Death Ward on a commoner, and then cast Disintegrate at them, they'll be fine. I mean, they'll be at 1 HP, but they'll be fine. Alrighty, well, cool. Done shopping? Cody didn't want anything?
Nah, I got what I need.
Alright, well, you guys head towards the council room. The council room is in the, it's in the palace of Waterdeep. Let's see.
Excuse me.
That's
You want a cookie?
No thanks. Oh, let's see. I'm just checking something.
Excuse me.
Last night called Roll Pop. It's where you roll a d20 and then you pop it that has like a little space. You can
Yep.
roll the dice in and you roll, and whatever you roll, you have to pop. And whoever pops the last pop it thing, loses, and it does one more round than all the people. Like the first round, there's 3 people, one person gets out. And the second round, somebody gets out, and then the other person wins. We played with the whole family, and person got second place. I won though. My dad got last though.
Jacob,
Resilience to your spell is pretty neat too.
doesn't it make you immune to all types of damage except psychic?
It's essentially just a giant hamster wheel where I'm completely protected.
So you don't even have to go over the side of the boat anymore. You can just sit on deck watching us get crushed.
Yeah, but you can't do anything from inside either.
That's fine.
I can roll around.
Is there
Push it,
damage
Siller, it's
you
your
can
turn.
do to somebody?
I'm going to
I
dash.
don't think so.
Then I'm going to dash.
You cast it, and all of a sudden, you are in a giant potion bottle.
I'm pretty sure I can cast
Uncork it.
I can cast on other people too, though. I just gotta make a dex saving throw. I could do that on a dragon.
What is it called?
Luke's resilience sphere.
Wait. You could just trap him in a giant hamster ball?
Yeah, but dragons do have legendary resistances, and that's one of those instances where they choose to succeed.
How many times do they get to use it?
Frequently 3.
Sometimes just do it 4 times. Who's Elia?
She's a new face. I'll get to her. Dang it, I can't find it.
Jacob, you
Maybe it's in the end of this chapter over here.
Who's Elia? Is that what you said?
Mystery.
You.
Here we go.
Sorry, Rubius.
No. There's cream soda?
There
oh,
is
yes,
right
there
there.
is. I'm just blind. It's the last one.
Dang it. It says somewhere what I'm looking for, but I can't find it. Should have marked it.
Could you hand this to my dad?
We have one of the Dr. Pepper cream sodas.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for Wednesday. My computer's broken. I don't have all
There
of
it
my
is.
little
You can ask
Oh,
if you
that
can
was on there for a brief.
You can ask if you can use Cordell's laptop.
Here, just cover Rianne again. She's not here. There we go.
Where's Rianne?
Cool. We're ready. Alrighty. You guys head into the Palace of Waterdeep. Head up the stairs past the crowds of people.
Is there fanfare?
There's not. You actually arrive kind of unobtrusively. Do you want there to be fanfare?
Yes. We just defeated a dragon.
I don't
2
know
dragons. Well, 1 dragon.
Yeah, one. Well, we barely survived
that. Well,
the second
you slew a dragon and defeated the other, but it survived.
Which makes it the 3rd dragon we've come across.
And this one.
4th.
Ah, yes, 4th.
Oh, yeah, because Ingrid.
Don't forget 5th, I guess.
What are we not forgetting?
There's the black dragon.
You defeated all of them.
There was a blue dragon on the very first session.
Oh, yeah.
There was?
We just annoyed that one. He ran away.
Didn't you annoy a mummy lord by saying like potions are too strong for you?
And they were.
Why didn't you use one on him then?
Is this her fanfare?
That's the Taco
The
Bell.
whole council gets out the back.
As you approach the council room, you hear angry voices.
Arr.
Let's see.
That's from.
Anger.
I like this guy.
Which guy?
This guy.
Which guy?
One that looks like Lorenzo Snow.
What's his name? I can't see it.
Turtle Honor Blade.
Terran Hornblade.
That's it.
It's Taylor. It's Taylor. It's not Taylor.
I think you had it right.
Let's see. Oops.
We never got the mask, did we?
Mask?
Yeah, because we went up there looking for a horn.
You went up looking
Yeah.
for information on the Dracorn.
Which
All right.
we got.
You enter the council chamber, and you see a few things that are slightly different. First and foremost, sitting in the head chair, leading the council, is not Lord Never Ember, as it was the first time, but Lady Laurel Silverhand. To her right, sitting at her right hand, is Lord Never Ember, seemingly not in charge of the council, but still a participant. The rest of the chamber is much as it was, except for on the left hand of Lady Silverhand is a mysterious woman. Here we go. That you do not recognize. A witch.
So she told me.
At the moment, there is a heated argument between Conrad Braunanvil and King Melandrock, or King Melandrock.
Wait, isn't that when the sun was evil, right?
Yes. At the moment, King Melandrock is pounding the table and says, "I've increased patrols all along the borders of my kingdom. Dragon raids have become a thing of the past. We are safe and we are secure. Any libelous or false rumors hurled by such as you are false, and I deny them entirely. The situation with my son is none of your business and will be dealt with." And to which King Conrad replies, "Well, yeah, higgledy-piggledy elf-ears, yeah, say that as you will. Dragon raids are happening all over the realm, and there's nothing that you're doing to stop anything outside your own woody, leafy halls."
Tree hugger?
You're
Yes.
trying to
Basically. Let's see.
I bet he would love it.
Taryn Hornblade pipes up. He says, "Yes, I must agree with Conrad in this instance. I'm afraid that my realm has been the subject of a number of dragon raids, and we've lost quite a few of our civilians and a large amount of our wealth. Lord Never Ember. Yes, it is becoming quite a problem. We are losing the faith of our citizens. We cannot continue allowing these plunderings to tarnish our reputation and destroy our lands and resources." Conrad speaks up again. "Well, it's your own darn faults, all of you, for building your cities and your lands above ground. We dwarves have had no part of it, and we are free of much of the despair that you're suffering." The argument continues. Everyone's getting involved. Lady Silverhand is kind of just observing, and Elia, I guess you wouldn't know her name, the mysterious woman to the left of Lady Silverhand, sits quietly composed, observing the proceedings.
Someone needs to teach all these kings and queens a lesson.
Upon noticing you, Lady Silverhand, you know what? She casts a spell. She casts.
Fanfare.
Hey, what's that cantrip that blasts everyone away from you and makes a loud noise?
Thunderclap.
Yeah, thunderclap. She casts thunderclap. Boom! Loud noise. Everyone quiets down. She says, "Excuse me. Our mercenaries have arrived, and I would hear their report."
I, of course, change clothes before we kiss.
Is that bug you?
Yes, who are you now?
Ashley.
Ashley.
Currently Ashley, because racist questions.
It's racist question.
No.
Raises.
Racist.
Questions. I have questions.
Why do you think? Is there a problem with water genasi around here?
I haven't seen any.
Yeah, there's none represented in the council. That is kind of odd.
Please, our deputized mercenaries, or well, I don't know what they would call you, our deputized brute squad. Please come.
Ooh, I'm a brute.
Give your reports. I have been in communication with the host tower of the Arcane Brotherhood, and so I do know some of what has transpired. But please, the entire council would love to hear what events befell you on your journey.
I've instructed my lizard men to just stand behind me,
It's actually terrible.
looking menacing.
Okay,
You're the talker.
Oh, am I doing this?
sure.
Did you do this, the Zone of Truth?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Hi, Lady Silverhand. So, what did you want? What do you want us to do? Just
Well,
tell you what happened?
As I said, I've been in communication with the Arcane Brotherhood, so I do know much of what has transpired.
Okay.
However, the rest of the council, myself included, would love to hear what befell you on your journey.
Well, it was really long. And, like, she's just gonna zone out for a second. And she's like,
Ashley on the
then-
back.
yeah, and then we got to an ice island where we found some incredibly nice ice people, and by incredibly nice, they allowed us to stay with some convincing.
Challenge to a duel.
Yes, and Lady Nova would totally have won. Yeah, because like she's an excellent fighter. Except for we think there was some underhandedness, but you know you really don't want to undercut like leaders in front of their people. That kind of makes it bad. So technically, it was a much better diplomatic solution. Anyway, so the Great White Death, I think was his name, right?
Old White Death.
Old White Death, yes.
Great White Shark.
Yes. Anyway, he had one of his layers underneath the island, and he kind of was charging them like protection money from not killing them. And they said, "Hey, could you go down there and kill him?" And we're like, "Yes, of course we will." And so we went down. Potion Seller had a really powerful potion, by the way, and killed a bunch of kobolds.
Sure.
Yeah, the most powerful potion, to be perfectly honest. And then we came across some ice toads, and oh my god, they were great. Like, I talked to one for at length, and like, you know, I worship Saloon anyway, and Seekers of Knowledge, and so like, kind of my people, and so we talked at length about seeking knowledge, and she has this wonderful book on philosophy, and like, he really should, like, Silverhand, you would love to read it. You should go there, because after we killed the Great White Death...
Wait, you slew the Old White Death?
Yeah, we did that. Yes.
I assume
Yes.
Potions are too strong for it.
Conrad speaks up. He says, a feat worthy of recognition. He raises up his axe and salutes you guys.
Yeah, well, you know, Chad was there. But, anyway, and we came across Makoff the Crimson, and she was great. And, like, Makoff the Crimson was being held hostage by the Great White Death. Old White Death.
Great White Shark.
Yes. Great White Shark, Old White Death. I'm going to get those confused. Anyway, so Makoff the Crimson was being held because the Old White Death is rather a manipulative dragon, as dragons can be.
Partner, though.
Yeah, and so he's like, hey, he's got this girlfriend, and the girlfriend is like really missing her ex because her ex died, and like he was hoping like, hey, if I give you this person as a gift, maybe you'll come and worship Tiamat. Hail Tiamat. And so, like, we killed the Great White Death, and then we got some treasure. There was a boat there, and the kobolds did a terrible job putting it back together. And we told the toads. Did I mention the ice toads? I totally did.
You did.
Yes. And we said, hey, since the Great White Death is dead,
Old White Death
is dead, like, maybe you want to go do your studying and stuff at Candlekeep, because Candlekeep is awesome and has lots of interesting things. Not kind of my cup of tea, but it seemed like her name started with an M.
Mouthful.
Marfold.
Marfold, because that's the kind of ice leader of the Ice Toads. And so on our way back, we dropped off Makoff the Crimson with all of her arcane knowledge from the Great White Death, and Marfold at Canada. And we dropped off Marfold at Candlekeep with her excellent, thesis on philosophy and stuff. And yeah, the Arcane Brotherhood said that they'll help us with the cult. I'm pretty sure. Yes.
At that moment, Unthar Frum leans forward and says, "Pardon me, Chairwoman. I have to make my objections known, even though I know I will be overruled. The Arcane Brotherhood, despite their honorable intentions, is not selective about its members. Anyone who deals with dark and evil wizards should not be allied with us."
I agree.
There's a murmur of
Bunch of blowhards.
There's a murmur of conversation, and let's see.
What's the dark magic?
I don't know.
I think that they just have a whole bunch of unsavory people who join up.
Yeah, because they
Do you
believe
not like
knowledge.
the calf?
No, I think because the Arcane Brotherhood seeks knowledge and isn't afraid to get their hands dirty in order to seek. And so if a necromancer says, "Hey, I got some cool stuff on necromancy," they're like, "Yeah, I love you, bud."
Sign
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah. And Unthar Frum is like, "Hey, you can't be nice to necromancers," and they're just like, "But he's got cool stuff."
Tyranny Hornblade leans forward and says, "I'm sorry, Unthar. This is a threat that we must face with powerful allies, despite less than savory reputations and tendencies. You see, risks have to be taken to defeat this great threat."
And I don't believe any of us is likely to emerge unscathed from this war.
Unthar nods his head and says, I understand where you're coming from. I just have to make my objections known. Otherwise, I would not have peace of mind." There's some murmuring of assent from around the table, but in general, most people seem to agree with
Mr. Hornblade.
Most people?
most.
Besides Unthar?
Oh, didn't Bone Carver say they were gonna start heading south? They were just kind of tired of being nice people.
No. They're just going to resume their nomadic life among the ice.
Oh, yeah,
I was
because
gonna
they were
say,
trapped
it's
there.
nomadic.
They're gonna go to 10 towns. A lovely place.
What's 10 pounds?
Right. Anything else about your journey?
Place.
It was really long.
Face forever frozen.
I think that was it, right, guys?
I trust you had a
Pretty
safe journey home.
No, there was an ambush.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
The
go
blue
another
dragon.
way.
I almost died again.
My potions are too strong for it. He ran away.
Yes.
You forced it to retreat. Was it alone?
No, there was cultists with it.
Pirates.
And a rider.
Pirate
Flame.
cultists.
Yes.
Well, it seems as if the cult has become aware of your interference and decided to put a stop to it. Although it would seem that they underestimated the strength required for the task. Well done for surviving and coming back to us.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily feel like it was an underestimation. It's kind of evenly matched, and I almost died. So.
They were very good at rolling.
Rolling.
Rolling with the punches.
I did cast one spell, so there was that. Yep.
Congratulations, you did it.
Well,
Crazy
be that as it may, you returned alive, and I would advise be on the lookout from now on. It seems the cult has taken an interest in the end of your lives.
That's fine.
Does the council have any questions for those brave adventurers?
Silence from around the table.
Elia,
Yes. The new
the
face.
mysterious woman, leans forward, and Lady Silverhand looks at her sharply, says, council be known to Elia, a prospective ally in our cause. Elia leans forward and says, "You didn't slay the blue dragon."
No.
I'm not surprised. Chromatic dragons are selfish and self-absorbed wretches. They tend to care for their own hide more than any cause.
Yeah, I think so.
Some of them.
Yes, but
Unless they're
he was like, well, I don't know. They were gone by the time I woke up again.
It is unfortunate that it escaped. Had I been there, I would have ensured its demise.
Good for you. That's
Do
great.
you have any tips?
Hit harder. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, overwhelming strength and vicious brutality.
You sound like my kind of woman.
Where are you from? Do we get to ask that? I looked at Lady Silverhand. Do we get to know where she's from? Or is that just a council thing?
Well, until recently, we did not know of,
Is she human, elf?
she.
She has the body
What
of a,
are you?
has the body of a spider.
Yes, I am judging you completely by race.
Actually, I'm not sure. what she is. Let's see.
If she's an orc, she's evil.
That's racist.
Well, you know her name.
Yes.
She looks. Where's her?
She looks like a Vistani.
She looks 30.
Dun, dun, dun.
She looks 30.
Actually, I kind of like that music. We went back to it.
Sounded like Disneyland.
This ambiance is called Mage's Tower.
How does this sound like Disney?
Oh.
The bells and the chimes. I guess it's not.
Let's see. Let's see. Here she is. Here we go. Doesn't say. Look at here. Second Council of Waterdeep. Yes, she is human.
Huh?
Oh, fantastic. Okay, she's human. Cool. So, do we get to know where she's from, or is that just like a thing?
The place of my birth is no consequence to you. However, I'm sure we shall become more acquainted with each other in the next few days.
Oh,
Few days.
We're going on an
Are you joining
adventure.
us?
It would be more appropriate to say that you are joining me.
Oh.
You see,
We're
she
gonna be
addresses the
stuck with
council
someone?
chamber.
You also seek the most strongest potion.
In fact, I have heard of the exploits of these individuals,
You two
and
are
I have requested that they come and attend a council of my own allies to determine our role to play in the coming conflict.
I like the sound of that.
Laurel looks at her and then addresses the rest of the crowd. I know you've been discussing the dragon raids upon your lands and the dangers they have caused. Sir Conrad, I know that you have remained largely untouched by these attacks due to your subterranean cities. However, I have accepted Miss Elia's proposition, and perhaps we shall gain some powerful allies in the days to come. I've also, she looks at you guys, authorized our deputized adventurers here to negotiate on our behalf with said allies and to reach an agreement and make any concessions necessary to obtain their assistance. Her
Any
eyes,
concessions necessary.
yes, and her eyes linger on each one of you when she says any concessions necessary. Bear in mind only what's necessary, please.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe that with the assistance of Elia here and her allies, we can put a stop to these dragon raids. Now, If there's nothing further to be discussed, I move that we end today's session of the council.
Yeah, quick question for Elliot or whoever. So we will be traveling with Miss Elia the whole time? Do you get to, as we get to our location?
Lady Silverhand looks at her and Elia nods and says, "Yes, I shall provide you with what transportation you require."
We will be traveling with you the whole time.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the rules on your shapeshifting?
Takes an action.
But to become a new person, you have to speak with them for a minute. And
Yeah.
they have to be humanoid.
Yes.
Wait, did you wait, who was Chad then? Did you meet Chad?
That's sometime in the past. He's generic persona B. So, okay.
Let me hit you with a hypothetical here.
Sure.
Say you met a sphinx
Uh-huh.
who was in a human avatar. Could you speak to his avatar and transform into a replica of that avatar, or would it fail
I would
to
assume
see
so.
the sphinx?
I mean,
I wouldn't become him, I would become the avatar.
Right.
obviously he wouldn't be the Sphinx, but
Yes.
he looked like the Avatar.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So-
Ellie is not all she's cracked up to be.
It was a hypothetical. You don't have to read into it too much.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if you picked up. Ashley's a little pissed because she's gonna have to see Ashley.
She's probably a genie. That's what my guess is.
Okay,
Like,
well,
she's
like,
a dragon.
so
Could be.
that's it, right?
I will say that Elia, it looks like she's human, but she has silver hair.
She's a dragon.
Maybe. But Ashley will withdraw at some point and scream into her bag of holding.
Okay. Sir Esteval leans forward. He says, "Yes, a moment, Lady Silverhand. I would like to submit that my home country of Cormyr resides well off the coast. I assume it's an island. And has not been affected by dragon raids. So please, any assistance that is to be gained, see that it goes to someone who needs it."
Delon.
Yes.
Delon is sitting quietly as he usually does at these councils.
What is Declan? No,
Delon.
Delon
Yes,
Winterhound.
okay, he's just being quiet. He was very disappointed we didn't kill the dwarf last time.
Alright.
He thinks
Alrighty.
all members of the cult should be murdered.
Someone bangs a gavel, everyone stands up, begins moving around. Elia approaches and says, "Meet me outside the northern city gates at your earliest convenience."
Okay.
And she strides up the road.
Thank you, Elia.
She smells really nice.
I was riding my bike.
I need to go walk in the market for a while, okay, guys?
Ellie smells really nice.
Yeah. She just seems a nice lady.
She's actually a hot dinner roll in
In
reality.
human form.
Yes. How did you know? She was a sentient piece of toast who has the stats of a wizard and travels via mage hand.
I've seen
Not
weirder
my
things.
next character.
She uses illusion magic to look like a human, but she smells
Yes,
like
take
toast.
it going.
Well, second session of Waterdeep. Really the only negative came from Onthar. He's not happy about allying himself with the Arcane Brotherhood.
I agree with Onthar.
I'm indifferent.
Yes.
Says the guy who wants to join the cult to get ingredients.
Well, yeah. I mean, the cult. At least they're honest. The what are they called?
The
The
Arcane
Arcane
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood?
The Arcane Brotherhood. They're just a bunch of blowhards.
Why do you say that?
Because they don't have any real goal in mind, and they try to.
Just the seeking of knowledge.
Yeah, I get on with those guys.
They're too similar to myself, I think, and I think that's reputation wise.
Yes,
What do you mean? Bone Carver
They're like
is
competitors of mine.
What about Bone Carver? Her magic is too strong for you.
I mean, if I wanted to, they'd bring her out.
All right, let's look.
She's probably poaching someone's great grandma.
there is a suspicion.
Oops. Oop.
She's running.
Back to the ocean.
Yes, Ashley will wander off, change into somebody else, and just wander the marketplace as just some random person for a while. Partaking of the local goods.
Are you changing into Elia?
No, not Elliot. Just random peasant 35.
Sentient piece of toast.
Because, like, Ashley's like, oh, I have to keep saying Ashley. It's like the Toby thing all over again.
Wait, so you said you would be able to.
No, what is
You
happening?
would be able. You would be able to be a human avatar, even if the
Yes.
creature. Okay.
If the creature is
That would've been
defined as
interesting if you-
humanoid,
Tried to change into Elliot, and you.
well, if I were to go into Eberron lore, there's this there's this whole place in Eberron of changelings. They have their whole city, and so they have what are called skin dancers. And so when they dance, like part of the dance routine is them changing their body as they dance.
All right, let's
So-
have a fun group activity.
Group activity.
Yes.
Yay!
Is it drinking random potions that we found?
No,
And so like
it's helping
Ashley
me.
Jix
find
is
something.
based off of kind of them, where Jix has a loose sense of identity, and so identity is.
Here we go.
What do you want me to find?
The Nether Mountains. Sorban Hills.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, we can take minis off. Sword Mountains, right next to Waterdeep. Sword Mountains.
It is the
Nether
Sword Coast after all.
Mountains.
Nether Mountains. Wonderful.
Is she teleporting us there?
It's not too crazy a trip.
I've got a walk.
Wow, it is quite the distance.
Alrighty. Well, is there anything else you guys want to accomplish in town?
No, just
Science.
wandering around as different people.
Can I sell some potions?
Sure.
I'm gonna sell.
Ocean Cloud Joint thing for $1,000.
No, thank you.
Platinum.
I want to sell a potion of gaseous form.
You could probably
What
sell that.
rarity is that?
Good question.
Probably sell the Cloud Joint strength for a lot of money.
Potion of gaseous.
Because isn't it a legendary item?
No.
Really? Because storm giants are legendary,
Okay.
aren't they?
Jacob. I don't know. I have to look it up. You can look it up too.
Rare.
Rare.
Yep.
Okay, give me just a second. You find a buyer for 1,000 gold pieces.
I'll take it. I assume I sold it within the sewers.
Of course.
While I'm at it, can I also try to sell 24 ounces of poison?
2 ounces of that would be a common item.
That's a good question.
Right.
It says yes. Yeah, it says yes.
And I would look up the price for a legendary item and divide by 2 because it's consumable.
Pretty sure you can buy an ounce of poison for 50 gold. A poison vial, that's what I need to look up.
Doesn't a vial of poison have 2 ounces in it? About 45 gold pieces for every 2 ounces.
I'd be okay with that.
Roughly 12.5 gold per ounce. How many ounces do you have?
24.
300 gold for all of it.
Okay, I'll take it. Who did I sell it to?
Various denizens of Waterdeep.
Okay, simple as that.
Tieflings, dwarves, gnomes. You do sell some poison to a hooded figure that you suspect is a drow, but you don't ask questions.
All right, I'm done. That's all I needed. And I continue working on the ultimate potion.
Journey.
Yes. We'll continue when Eugene gets back. Jacob. Perfect, he's back. You guys head outside the gate, where you meet with Elia.
That was very quick. Yeah, I'll be Ashley again when we get back.
She looks at each of you.
A little bit more forlorn.
Can you cast elemental weapon on a claw?
Sure.
A non-magical weapon you touch becomes a magical weapon.
Like a tabaxi call?
Yeah, like is that doable?
Yeah, I'll consider it a natural weapon. Okay. Elia looks at each of you and says, well, I'm glad that you have brought your winter gear with you from your voyage. You'll probably need it, if you would don it now. Elia approaches you, Jix.
Yes.
You don't have to disguise yourself for me. You can assume any form you'd like. Speaking of, she cracks her neck and stretches. As she stretches, a pair of wings sprouts out from her back. She says, that's better. One more moment. Boom! It explodes into the form of an ancient silver dragon.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that
She was
is cool.
Dragon.
That is
How much gold do we give her?
As much as you want to give her. She's saving up. She's got a lot to save up.
Yeah, dropping Ashley.
Who are you now?
Hold on. Let me pull somebody up.
Do you mind if I borrow a scale from you?
I would rather really keep my hide intact. If you would like a scale from a silver dragon, speak with the one you call Conrad Brawnanville. And a little bit of menace creeps into her voice.
They have history.
Half orc. Grub.
Grub?
Grub.
X's.
Grub.
So Conrad, he's the dwarf, right?
Yes. And you would know from the
Silver
first. You would know from the first council that he wears scale mail made from silver scales.
Next time I see him, I'm gonna scale dragon.
What do we know about silver dragons? They're nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So, chromatic dragons, green, black, white, red, and blue, are evil and selfish.
See, that's annoying because white.
Metallic dragons, silver, bronze, gold, brass, and copper,
I want a copper
got
dragon.
it, are the opposite. They are, and it says, let's see, metallic dragons are whatever. They're just and good,
Usually.
usually.
Okay.
Well, if she doesn't want to share, that's fine. I want a red one anyways.
I read
All right.
one for what?
Speaking in a much louder and deeper yet similar version of her own voice, the ancient silver dragon says, I must apologize for the deception, but my bulk as I am would not fit within the council chambers.
Also, Silverhand doesn't care much for people who change shape.
I believe her animosity is towards those who use it for deception. I'm afraid mine came from necessity. I and my human form are the same person, after all.
Deception's just a point of view.
Be that as it may, I have no animosity towards those who can change their shape. It should be known, as we will be traveling together for a time, am not named Elia, at least not in my proper form. I am known as Otari Leocardinos.
I'm gonna call her
AKA
Oats.
Elia.
I know that it is
Otari-
difficult to pronounce.
What's
in
her
your-
last
in the
name?
comment. Oh no, it's all one name.
Oh,
Tara.
Otari
Oh,
Leocardinos. Otari. It's Otaary
Entirely totally.
Liakarnos. Otari Leocardinos.
Oh my.
Entirely
Yeah, we're gonna just.
Oats.
wait, not Elliot.
Oats.
I'm not
You know,
actually.
some people.
I know it is difficult to remember in your tongue, even to pronounce in your tongue. If you must, you may call me Elia.
Entirely
Touch make it harder.
Really struggling.
Grubs, you're supposed to be our talker. You're supposed to.
Well, I can talk just fine.
Hi.
Well, you can go get Ashley if you want to talk to her.
The what? It's right here. I need to write some stuff down I should have written down before, but I will do it now.
You're good.
Everyone needs
Like, I can go get Chad, or if you need somebody.
Otara Leocardinos kneels down and then lays flat on her belly, yet the top of her back is still probably as tall or taller than many of you. She says, please, I will take you to the Nether Mountains to meet with the Council of Elder Metallic Dragons.
Well, that sounds good.
Onward.
Good dragons.
Let's see.
Isn't silver a metallic dragon?
Silver is.
Potions are too strong for you.
You can use sending just to do that.
No, I'm planning skywrite. One of the ingredients.
Gonna write it in the sky. Potions are too strong for you. Over water heat.
Hey, Eugene,
Yes.
do you know what the Dracarage Mythal is?
No.
Okay, neither do I.
You read about it somewhere.
This is going to be fun. Yeah, her name is definitely the hardest of all the dragons.
Otari Leocardium.
Cardinal.
Carnos.
Pretty sure I got the whole thing.
Otari Leocardium.
That's it. That sounds better in Nordic.
I think he's drunk.
No, he just has tusks.
Yes.
Tusks.
Wow. Lots of them.
Great for opening bottles.
I bet.
On a bad day, it's a good coping.
Let's see. He's that one, and he is that one. Ooh. You guys have friends. Here we go. Last one.
So on the way, Grub is gonna say, so, Elia, the persona you had, like, is that a private creation or was that a real person?
She is my human form. It is my body, adapted to live among two-footed folk. I've taken the form quite often, and I have made many friends among the humans and the other races of man. I believe you are familiar with my friend, Lady, what's her face, Noble from Waterdeep.
Was
Silverhand?
Laurel Silverhand.
No, not Lady Silverhand. No.
Somebody make somebody.
The other one, the one that knew about the Dracorn.
Mauler Fall.
McCoffter Crimson?
No. Dallas Silmerhelve.
Oh.
Yes.
She also a dragon?
Dallas Silmerhelve was the one that informed the council what the Dracorn was. And she also gave you details on McCaffrey Crimson. I suppose it does no harm in telling you now that she is my... Oh... I suppose she is the... telling on my age here. She is the descendant of a longtime family friend. I suppose I am more like her family's benefactor. You see, she receives many of her information on dragon lore from me.
Oh, that sounds good. For those pursuing that kind of thing,
All aboard Elia, or whatever her name is.
Talia
Talia Cardenos.
Totes.
You take off into the sky and begin winging your way northeast.
Just call me.
It is quite cold once you reach a higher altitude, and you're quite glad for your parkas and your hoodies and have a warm winter expedition gear.
Wait, she's flying us?
Yeah. You are flying on Otaria Cardenos, the entire party.
Wow.
Except maybe Lady Nova,
I have a Pegasus.
who is flying on a Pegasus.
Yes, you can.
Because I can.
Does this dragon
To be fair, I'm paddleboarding on the Pegasus.
Can I just try to just whittle off the scales? I don't know how. Do dragon scales come off easy? Probably not.
Do they molt?
Probably not now that I think about it, because it's like armor, right? I'm not going to do that. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to try to get a red one, though. Once we meet with her council.
There would be no red ones.
What's the best of the metallic dragons?
It sounds to me that you are somewhat uninformed of metallic dragons.
Yeah, tell us about metallic
We are
dragons.
not like our chromatic cousins. We are the counterweight, the balance in nature. Where the chromatic dragons are selfish and evil, the metallic dragons are just and good. We seek to right the wrongs in the world. And despite our similarities, any given metallic dragon of the same age as a chromatic dragon should be stronger. Beyond our breath weapons, of which they are similar to those of chromatic dragons. I don't remember exactly how it breaks down. Silver dragons can produce cones of cold, like white dragons. Copper dragons, I think, produce acid. Gold dragons can do fire. Yeah, I can't remember. But on top of the elemental weapons, each dragon also gets a secondary breath weapon. Metallic dragons, I think gold dragons have like a repulsor breath that knocks people away. One has like a sleep gas that puts them to sleep. I believe one has like a nerve agent that does like psychic damage and paralyzes them. I can't remember the other two, but they're cool.
What does the silver one do?
The silver one, I don't know. Why don't you look it up?
What do I look up?
Silver dragons, breath weapon.
Silver dragon 5e. But yes,
That's neat.
the Council of Metallic Dragons shall be made up of representatives of each of the metallic dragons.
Are you
Yes, I'm the representative of silver dragons. Wait, I'm answering you. You're not here.
I was just about to say.
Elliot just speaks to herself and all of us go. I want to meet a copper giant.
Ah, well, you'll be interested to meet Taz McKella.
Yeah.
As Macaulay.
As
Oh.
Tasmanian devil.
That was a goal.
Taz McKella is quite fond of humans, so you should get along well with her. Look out for Protanther, though. I believe he's had run-ins with humans that have left him less than...
who is this guy?
Oh, Protanther. He is the leader of the council. He is an ancient gold dragon.
Why did you say we should have killed the blue dragon?
Well, chromatic dragons are, like I said, selfish and evil.
So all of them, in your opinion, should be killed.
Perhaps not killed, but they have grown bold in numbers and strength, and the havoc they're wreaking across the Sword Coast is inexcusable. The world could do with some culling.
We've done a little bit of that.
We're working on it.
So I've heard. Mr. What was your name?
Grub.
Grub. You seem like a smart fellow.
No.
Is there anything else you'd like to know of the Council of Metallic Dragons before we arrive?
Oh, I do have one question. Hold on, I need to find it.
I want to know, is there less of you than the chromatic ones?
Sadly, yes.
I'm sorry.
Chromatic dragons are somewhat more promiscuous, whereas metallic dragons mate for life.
I see.
Oh, I remember. You said there's a counterweight kind of a deal.
Terrorizing red.
So you got Tiamat on one side. Who's the other one?
So
That would be the first metallic dragon. The one and only platinum dragon in existence.
He lives in heaven.
Is he?
His name is Lord Baphomet, and he is the father of all metallic dragons.
Oh.
it's like a breath. It's like gas that paralyzes.
Thanks.
It's gas that paralyzes.
Silver dragons have paralyzing gas.
Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, so he's like roaming around. So like Tiamat would be like, "Hey," he would be like, "No, you don't."
Sadly, he resides on another plane of existence, and it falls to us to thwart Tiamat's return.
Well,
You can't call
that was very true. All right, I had some beans in the market before I came over.
That's all I've got for her.
I'm ready for this council.
Council.
Alright.
Council.
Council of Intelligence. I don't think there would
Unless
be
we
a
get ambushed again.
I don't think there would be a council of chromatic dragons because they probably wouldn't want to come.
Alright.
Usually no, but now that
I'll just use the council chambers, because that's what I've got. But,
You have a mini for each dragon.
no,
He's got chromatic, but he doesn't have metallic.
I don't have the green one.
You're each just taking up a little seat. Is there more or just 5?
Potion seller, where are you?
I think I see him.
Right here, right there.
I'm there.
I was looking at.
Thank you.
Who's this?
No one. Well, that's Soraya, but she's not here. Since I don't have a dragon for Elia, she'll just stay up here. Alright, you guys spend the day atop Dragonback, soaring over the countryside.
Snoring periodically.
Snoring.
Let's see. From Waterdeep, you quickly cross the Desarim River, the Star Mountains, the High Forest.
Real dice have better luck than virtual dice.
Your journey to the Nether Mountains is more than 600 miles. Otari Lady Cardnos is willing to grant you the special boon of flying you there in only 2 days. As you journey atop Dragonback across the countryside, you see that all is not well in the land below. Your journey takes you through areas suffering under the cult's attacks. Whether from from your position in the air, you see the ruins of isolated settlements and smoke hanging on the horizon. Occasionally passing groups of refugees, marauders, brigands, even occasional chromatic dragons flying low on the horizon. Upon seeing you, they make themselves scarce. But using Otaria Carnos as your transportation, you make good time and journey across the land. Sometimes Elia just roars because she wants to.
Okay.
It's the only dragon wing. It was the first dragon wing sound effect I could find.
She's
All right.
mad at all the destruction below.
She is displeased with the destruction wrought by the cult of the dragon. Late on the second day, you guys see the Nether Mountains in the distance, rising up from the horizon. Elia flies you in. It does continue to be very cold until you enter a cathedral-like cavern. Elia lands, you dismount, and you head into the cavern, where you are met with a most, honestly, intimidating sight. Sitting around a stadium-sized chamber, you see 4 ancient dragons, with Elia bringing up the rear as the 5th and final member of the Council of Chromatic Dragons. It is not a damp cave. It is a regular cave. Let's see what this sounds like.
$69 special forces advice.
And
What does sound like?
British dragons.
Sorry.
They're British.
You guys really should pay for the premium cave.
Who pays for premium YouTube?
We do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Within the chamber, you see the 5 ancient dragons. A gold, a brass, a silver, a bronze, and a copper dragon. The copper dragon, they all look magnificent, but since you take a particular interest in the copper dragon, looks as if it is wearing a suit made entirely of brand new pennies, glistening in the light of the
There's the
cavern.
gold in here?
There is a gold. In fact, the gold dragon is the largest of the 5. And as you enter with Elia, he proclaims, "Welcome, adventurers, to this, our Council of Metallic Dragons. I am Protanther, head of the council."
Hello, traveler.
All the other dragons bow their head in deference toward Protanther.
I do as well.
I do not.
He stares down his nose at you in particular, and he says, "I do not care for humans, for humanoids, particularly humans and elves. I can tell that there aren't any elves among you, which is good for your sakes. However, times like these call for desperate measures and for brave alliances. And so I'm willing to look past my past grievances.
Rebel, turn around.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any elves in your party.
No, I just turn around and look past.
What about Alden's character?
Because he's dumb. He
Alden.
doesn't know.
I don't remember what Alden is. He's like a half elf or something. I don't remember.
Galadrin. So he's an elf.
He is an elf. He is hiding.
Yes. Cardboard cut in, we just turned it around. No
Can I
else
have
here.
that helmet? The helmet.
We are different creatures, you and I. Though I see that both good and bad in lesser races, I believe that your capacity for attaining great power, despite your physical limitations, makes you dangerous. For all of your capability, however, humanoids have little time to learn the wisdom to direct that capability. That also makes you dangerous. Many of this world's most blighted creatures descend from humans who bargained with dark forces for power. The cycle of failed human civilizations across Faerun is a sign of quintessential flaw in human nature. Moreover, the majority of evil archmages and liches, including Somaster, who founded the Cult of the Dragon, as well as Zas Tam of the Red Wizards, are human. Even the current leader of the Cult of the Dragon, Severin, and the majority of the cult's members are humans. And while I can appreciate that the crimes of the human races are usually directed against each other, elves live long enough that they should know better. The Dracorage Mythal was a piece of magic that caused dragons across Faerun to go mad with rage.
Oh, that's not good.
Elves live long years and possess great knowledge, and have used that knowledge to the detriment of dragonkind in the past. It was elves who shaped the magic of the Dracorage Mythal, causing dragons across Faerun to go mad with rage. I would prefer that the dragons rally our forces with no regard for the human factions, striking immediately and decisively before the cult and its chromatic dragon allies can muster their full strength. However, I'm willing to work together with the humanoids on one condition. I wish for a formal apology to all dragonkind for the outrage that was the Dracorage Mythal. I'm willing to trust that you can obtain such an apology.
Yeah.
From everybody?
No, just the elves.
It was the elves that instigated that abomination. It
It wasn't
the
the
elves
elves that did
who
that.
must apologize.
We'll make them bad.
Daddy, can I play on this phone?
Well, that's it. That's really all you need. It's like, sorry. Do you need an elf, or do you need a certain elf to say that? It's like, I'm pretty sure I know one.
Any elf that can muster enough authority to speak for his race.
Oh, okay.
Delamar's pretty cool.
Turn to Elliot. Elliot, do you think, yeah, probably not.
I was just looking at Jurassic.
We need to talk with that one dude, the
Melandra.
ranger dude. What's his bug again?
Melandra?
King Melandrak.
He was
I
elves?
was looking
Yeah.
at
King Melandrak is the king of the elves.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can make that happen.
Jurassic.
Yes, he is dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know him very well, so I can't really. I could get an elf.
What if we murdered all the elves? Would that suffice?
Are you talking genocide?
A single,
Like, I'm just. Hold on,
the dragon
hold
turns
on.
his head, and a single golden glowing iris focuses into a slit upon you. You don't make a saving throw. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and add the charisma of your paladin because you're all next to each other.
What kind of a saving throw?
Wisdom.
What about
Plus
your
5.
Yay, that's 8.
With the plus 5?
Yeah. That was not great.
So, ancient gold dragons have fire breath, doing about the same damage as red dragon, and weakening breath.
His potions are too weak for you. Or more like you are too weak
Let's
for him.
see.
I just find him a little bit hypocritical.
You find the dragon hypocritical?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Yes, that is a fail. You tremble with fear under the weight of a single eye. His,
That's scary.
But you can't be frightened.
what? Your aura of courage?
Can't be frightened.
I'm not frightened,
Well,
but
you are not frightened,
it is scary.
but it is intimidating, and you are afraid. You just don't suffer the feared condition. Did I not just finish speaking of the folly of the short-lived humanoid races and their desire for destruction? No, genocide is not the solution. Human.
I was just making sure. Just checking to make sure that we're all on the same
Those
side.
are no boxes.
I've only dealt with chromatic dragons, and so that has been my experience. But you seem to be a different sort altogether.
That is wise of you to notice and keep in mind, human.
Five.
Yes.
5 year.
Changeling, skinwalker,
What?
that is all I desire. Very few weapons on this earth can pierce my hide or cause me harm. But my pride has been shaken, and the deaths of many dragons weighs heavily on my mind.
Okay. Are you talking? Oh, you're talking to me.
I'm talking to you.
I'm so glad you picked this.
I'm Grub anyway.
Grub.
Yes.
How quaint.
I know. So, well, yeah. Okay.
Chinese restaurant.
I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Well, it probably. I don't know a lot of elves, to be perfectly honest with you. So is Elia or one of you going to fly us back so we can make that negotiation, or do we get to make that agreement right here, right now? It's like, that sounds like a good deal.
The council has authorized you to make concessions on their behalf to gain our partnership. With that authority, you can take the time as long as you have promised us these concessions. We trust that they will be made.
I think we can promise it.
We can also provide you passage back to Waterdeep.
That seems really downright easy then.
Yeah, I have terrible history, so I don't know how, if I believe that the elves would be up for it.
They did agree to whatever concessions, so I mean, if
He
they're
did,
not-
right? The king,
Yep.
king of yeah.
If they're not up for it, then they deserve to
The
die.
council members have agreed, and Lady Silverhand authorized you to make concessions on all parties' behalfs.
Okay. Just on a personal note, could I make just one request? It's just personal, not like council related. Just got more curious.
What is your request?
So I met Elia. Has a humanoid form. Do you all have a humanoid form like that?
That is a rather personal question, but
Yeah. Well, don't answer if you're offended by it. It's okay.
no, that's quite all right. I approve of you short-lived races seeking knowledge and wisdom. Yes, all of us have human avatars. There comes a time in each dragon's life when we have attained great age that we wish to see the world from a new perspective.
I get that.
Also for convenience when associating with the humanoid races.
That I don't get. But I could get it if I think about it real hard.
You, of all people, don't see the convenience of assuming the shape of a new race to associate with
Well, I
strangers.
was thinking like it was very big to small. Like that I don't get. I don't suppose I could meet him.
I think not today.
Okay, I can agree with that. All right, well, I guess we're done here, unless anybody else has something to say.
Well, I will open up this council of chromatic dragons to the rest of the dragons.
Metallic, not chromatic.
Yes, metallic, thank you. Speak your grievances and air your requests and your offer to assist the humans and their allies.
Okay.
There's a rustling and a rumbling as all 5 metallic dragons rustle around, shuffle their wings, and make moves.
It's Festivus in here.
Speaking first, let's see. Let's go with Numurga. Bronze Dragon speaks.
Ooh, bronze? I
Uh,
thought that was the one I forgot. Okay, bronze.
Nimur. Nymmurh.
Sounds like a fancy way of saying somebody.
It was nerve. I'd say.
I would speak Protanther. Nimur, the Bronze Dragon, steps forward. Of all the dragons on this council, I am the one who disagrees with you the most strongly. And I'm not afraid to be vocal about it. This is a council of equals, and I will speak my mind. I know that metallic dragons are made in the image of Baphomet, and have no choice in the matter of being good or evil, as neither the chromatic dragons. Then how much greater and more precious is good when it is freely chosen by the humans, who must consciously turn away from villainy. I, for one, believe in the potential of humanoids, and... oh, crap. I mistold you guys. Nimur is the benefactor of the Silmarhill family, not Otarli Carnos.
Yeah.
So this is why he likes humanoids. It's influenced by his affection for and protection of the Silmarhill family.
Silverhill. Isn't that the one that doesn't like me?
Silmarhill.
Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking
They all sound the same.
about. It's
Yeah, there's a
both
few that
starts with
sound
silver.
similar.
Gets confusing.
I, for one, would like to help the factions of humanoids. The Harpers and the Order of the Gauntlet epitomize the best traits of the humanoid aspiration. He steps back and he assumes a resting position. I don't know how dragons rest. I guess on their haunches. I don't know. Otaria Karnos, or Elia, steps forward. Among the lesser races, neither good nor evil is ever absolute. Humanoids are in need of protection and guidance, and should be shown Bahamut's righteous way of living, rather than ignored and treated as children. If the dragons refuse to engage the humanoids and focus only on their own advancement, the humanoids will persist making the same mistakes again and again. My faith in the potential of humanoids is somewhat lacking when it comes to dwarves, however. I resent the dwarves for their dragon moots of old, their great hunts during which clans would come together to end the perceived threat of a particular dragon. Centuries ago, my niece was killed in a dragon moot, and as a result, I hold all dwarves responsible. I am neutral about helping the humans. However, I could be persuaded to change my mind. If, and only if, I receive the remains of my niece. I believe it was made to used to make some blasphemous armor for their leader. I would also like an apology on behalf of all dwarves for the wrongful deaths from the dragon moots.
What if we get one of those things? Maybe a half commitment from you?
I'm afraid I will not be satisfied unless I receive both.
And once
Oh,
again, it just
hold on,
has to
hold
be
on.
a representative of the dwarf party.
Well, we're oddly the representatives of humans. I think
I don't know.
He did agree to the terms. So.
Quick question. The dragon moots. I'm just curious on those. Like maybe they won't. You'll be fine if they keep doing it, but only hunt the chromatic ones.
I believe the dragon moots were held to deal with any particularly troublesome dragons, but my niece was a fine and good individual.
Not troublesome at all.
Of course not.
Okay. Do they still do that?
Perhaps if there's a troublesome dragon, but I've not been made aware of any incidents in the last few centuries.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good deal.
And does it have to be Conrad apologizing, or just a representative of the dwarf race?
It would probably have to be King Conrad. He is the king of the dwarves, and he is the one that wears the scales.
Well, I think apologizing is good for the soul.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to offend someone, I would definitely apologize. Yes, I would.
I'm waiting for the copper dragon.
Okay, so we got elves must apologize.
Dwarves must apologize.
Dwarves must apologize.
Conrad
and
specifically.
yeah, and must return the remains. Which I'm just trying to. No, I'm just gonna move on.
So you've heard the gold dragon
Yes, elves must apologize.
silver
That's all
dragon.
they have to do.
and the bronze dragon. The silver and gold dragons are neutral toward you. The bronze dragon is the only one that seems friendly. The other two, the copper dragon steps forward, and another female voice speaks. These are the only two females of the metallic dragons, the copper and silver. I am Taz McKella. I am quite fond of humans. I've spent a great deal of time living among them. But I do have my reservations about supporting the factions of Waterdeep. My lair and hoard have been the target of cunning thieves and fast-talking swindlers more than once. And I believe betrayal is a purely humanoid trait. I fear what might happen if one or more factions turn against the metallic dragons to demonstrate loyalty to Tiamat. I also believe that unrestricted interaction between humanoids and dragons has been disastrous for both races. The Dracarage Mythal serves as a sore reminder of the animosity that has often arisen between the two peoples. I agree with Protanther that the metallic dragons could strike against the chromatic dragons themselves. However, I'm not convinced that we could succeed, and having humanoid allies would reduce casualties for both sides.
At this point.
Potion seller, how widespread is your reputation for shady dealings?
Well, considering I saw a lot of potions underneath sewers. Most of them being poisons. I'd say that my infamy is starting to spread in the underworld. That gnomish lady that we sold all that poison to probably told all of her friends. Maybe.
Can I bow to the copper dragon and say, that's fine. Because I'm like it. And I would say, I'm very excited to work with you if we get the opportunity. Also, you are stunning. And then I back up.
Thank you, young human. However, words of flattery will not appease me.
Totally understandable.
Cody, what magic items do you have?
Well, I have a few actually. Let's go into it. I have a ring of cold resistance, a ring of poison resistance, +1 studded leather, a potion of cloud giant strength, potion of gaseous form, a filter of love, and a potion of water breathing. And a portable.
You,
potion seller.
Traveler.
I have heard of your reputation, and I do not appreciate the shady reputation, your reputation for shady dealings. In fact, that ring you wear upon your finger, and she points, do you have both rings on, like, the same hand?
The same finger.
Hey, she points at that finger.
That cool.
I believe that item once belonged to me, and was part of a hoard that I took from an ancient black dragon that I defeated. The item holds sentimental value to me, or it did until a thief stole it from my hoard. If you return it to me with an apology, I will reconsider my attitude.
Okay. I'm sorry that somebody took your ring.
The other one. She takes the ring of poison resistance.
I'm sorry somebody took your ring.
You place it on just like the end of one of her claws, and she pulls it close, pinches it, and puts it somewhere. I don't think dragons have pockets.
Into her little pocket dimension. Because, like, there's these gloves that actually have, like, little pocket dimensions that you just, boop, pocket. Yeah, they're cool.
Well, let's do that. That was worth a lot of money.
Alright, so we all done there here then? We got everyone?
No, you haven't heard from
Not
the
quite.
other dragon.
Oh, okay.
I did my part, guys.
The brass dragon has yet to speak.
Okay.
A very, very deep bass male voice issues forth from the brass dragon. I am Ileuthra. I travel the plains in search of knowledge in ever more challenging games.
Ooh.
You guys get to play games?
I bet the gambler would love to meet this guy.
I see good and bad in equal measure among the lesser races, but I recognize that helping the humanoids is less a case of deciding whether they are worthy of aid, and more about deciding whether these ambassadors can be trusted to properly lead the factions. I have no preconceived sense of what might be the best course, and I'm willing to hear all sides of the discussion. I've watched lesser races for long centuries from the plains, and I understand that every individual humanoid possesses the potential for great good or great evil in equal measure. He looks at each one of you and studies you, and he has a very penetrating gaze. Seems like he is studying your very souls.
You stole soul stone. They seem okay.
The dragon masks are too dangerous to remain in this world if the humanoid races are aware of where they're hidden. I will support you if you agree to this concession. All dragon masks will be handed over to the metallic dragons as soon as they are found, including any masks captured after the final battle.
That seems like a good deal to me.
Seems safe.
Yeah, that seems a good deal.
His large brass eyes take in your words and your earnestness. Are you being earnest?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know why everyone seems to be okay with me doing it. So, yeah. It's like, if you think about it, you kind of got us all over a barrel. It's like, it's like humanoid races, I don't think really has stand a chance. So, I guess chromatic dragons as a whole.
They're going to die.
Like, you're just asking for an apology, a set of armor, and, hey, don't run around with masks anymore. Yeah. When the other side is extinction. Or, well, probably not extinction, become playthings of Tiamat.
An age of draconic rule in which humans will be nothing but food.
Yeah, sounds like a good deal.
Coming down to it, that's 3 apologies.
One
3 apologies. I only got 2.
Well, one from Potion Seller.
Okay,
And the
yeah.
return of a magic.
Good job, Potion
poison
Seller.
resistance.
I did my part. You guys gotta do the rest.
Apology from the elves, apology from the dwarves, the return of the silver mail from Conrad,
Yeah.
and the promise that any captured dragon masks be handed over to the metallic dragons.
Yeah, this sounds like a good deal. Good deal?
Good deal.
Good deal. Mighty good deal.
Sounds
I'd
like
take that deal.
Very well. This is Protanther speaking again. We shall discuss the concessions made and the promises, and we'll reach our decision momentarily.
One more concession. Protanther. I require in order to defeat the goddess of dragons, I require a scale. A golden scale for the ultimate potion.
Well, for a second, I thought you were going to ask a scale from each one of them.
Now that's a little greedy.
All this time, I didn't think there was a depth to your greediness. Now we're getting an idea of the bottom.
No.
There's one. You could have gone for 5. You went for 1. Too much. Like finding out exactly where your level of greediness is leveling out is definitely a topic worth exploring.
True.
You wish one of my scales, human.
One single scale.
I am ancient in my years, and older in my thoughts. I know what you will do with such a powerful artifact. If such a boon is to be granted, more concessions shall be made.
Oh yeah, he's the one
Make your concessions of myself. This does not concern my party.
The human known as Severin is the leader of the Cult of the Dragons. If he is captured, or if he is slain, he is to be turned over to the dragons.
Deal.
Living or dead.
Wow. Hold up. We're out of Jessica. So who is this guy?
Severin?
Yeah. What's this guy?
Human leader of the Cult of the Dragon.
Oh, we're just agreeing just for a golden scale?
I wasn't finished.
Oh, okay. Just like that's it. I was just like, what? I'm going to stop that sentence.
Furthermore, I believe there is a grand cathedral in Waterdeep dedicated to Lathander. Am I correct?
Yeah, that sounds right. I bought some stuff there once.
The greatest cathedral of Waterdeep?
I don't remember, but sure, yeah.
It shall be remodeled and rededicated as a temple to Baphomet.
Whoa! And that for one scale?
It's pretty intense.
No, I don't think we can agree to that.
Alright, let's do it if that's what it takes.
Oh, wait, hold up!
I agree to that.
Hold up! Hold up! That's obviously the only holy person here. This is weird.
Can they share? Can they and Baphomet share? No?
No.
They're not.
Yeah,
they're not
like, this is
the
the trade for one golden scale
Yes.
for him.
I've made my grievances with humanoids known. If I am to bend my will against myself in this situation, I require concessions.
Alright, what's wrong with Lathander? I'm just kind of indifferent to him.
Nothing.
Say
He is a perfectly honorable deity.
Oh, okay. You just want to have Baphomet.
Baphomet is our father, and we worship him.
Oh, I didn't want a good representation. Okay. You're making this deal?
Would there even be worshippers for Baphomet in the city?
Well, maybe.
There will be after this fight.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't have to be done right away, but eventually it needs to happen.
Agreed.
Oh my goodness.
I will put the power of my potions to make sure that it is done.
Very well. Protanther rises to his full height. He is a gargantuan creature, occupying at least 50 feet. Rises the top of his head, brushes the top of the enormous cavern. He pulls out one of his claws, which is probably as long as any of you are. And
Just
he
scratches himself.
opens
Sorry.
a gash on his chest. And he plucks one of the golden scales from his chest, and he presents it to you.
I put it in my head.
It is large, about the size of a dinner plate, and thicker than a dinner plate, and seemingly made of pure gold.
Oh, sweet. I have to get a bite.
It's gonna be quite a sell.
It is much harder than regular gold.
Oh, yeah, I'm putting that in my little hoodie.
It's gonna be a hard sell.
We might have to raise the temple and build it anew if necessary.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, all the followers of Lathander are probably gonna be very angry about this.
Probably.
Like, you kind of, I'll be honest here, it feels like you sold them down the river.
Very well. We shall discuss this in private and let you know our answer soon.
Okay,
Uh,
we can think about it.
Good deal, good deal.
they fall silent and they wait for you to exit the cavern.
Alright. I'd like to be the last one to leave. Just turn around. So, just double checking. Not gonna see the human side of you? No? Okay, I'll just do that.
In response, Oleakarnos spreads her wings and blocks all the other dragons from view.
Okay, we're done.
Do any of you three speak Draconic?
I did.
Nope.
The dragons resume their council, speaking in Draconic, booming roars, snarls, and whistles that occasionally you can catch a word or two, but it kind of echoes out of the cave and it's hard to make out. But they continue their discussion in Draconic. Alrighty, would you like to know the results?
Sure.
Of course.
Made a lot of promises.
Well, you made, like, the worst promise.
That's okay.
Like, everything is just like, yeah, the elves and the dwarves are gonna be a little pissed.
Lathander, isn't he the Morning Lord?
Isn't he the mummy?
He is the god of light.
Yeah.
The Morning Lord, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He just promised to raise his temple.
Rededicated.
Rededicate it to another god.
But there's no way we can defeat Tiamat.
I mean, if we
Oh,
kill
okay,
Tiamat, then I think...
Just to cover
we can
the
kill
return
Morning
of the
Lord.
temple, he promised to rededicate the temple of one of the major gods of Waterdeep for a single golden scale.
Potion Charlie just went into the temple. Dedicated to Belfast.
I'm pretty sure, like, I've never actually been to a temple of Saloon, but I'm pretty sure that as far as temple goes, there has to be iconography.
What it should have
Or,
been is
like-
the Great Cathedral of Saloon.
We
If you
just-
can be
we
like,
just need to-
"What
We need to profane the temple first. Make them leave.
Okay, not we, you. I am not profaning
Defile
the
the
temple.
temple. Okay. Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
this entire campaign is basically a big balancing act.
Yes.
Every concession you make makes council members of Waterdeep unhappy.
Of course.
But guaranteeing allies in the Metallic Dragons also makes them happy. You know, you lose some, you win some. You
Of
win
course.
some. There were 5 ancient Metallic Dragons. Protanther started as cautious. 5 dragons. They had 4 possible states: friendly, neutral, cautious, or unfriendly. Protanther was cautious. Iliuthra was neutral.
Which one was Illy Ruth for?
Brass, the one that
Oh.
seeks knowledge across the plains. He wanted the dragon masks. Otari Leocarnos was neutral. Made her a promise. She was neutral. Nimur, the bronze dragon, was friendly. And Tazmikella, the copper dragon, was unfriendly due to the rumors of potion sellers' nefarious shady deals.
I'm sorry.
Every concession
I'm
made
just happy that-
increased a dragon's attitude by 2. That increases Protanther from cautious to friendly, with the apology from the elves. Eleuthera went from neutral to friendly with the promise of the dragon masks. Otarlia Carnos went from neutral to friendly with the promise of an apology from the dwarves and the return of her niece's remains. Nimur was friendly to start with, and Tasmakilla went from unfriendly to neutral with Potion Seller's admission of apology and the return of a treasured item. So, to win the alliance with the Metallic Dragons, you needed at least 3 friendlies and no one unfriendly. And so, you return into the council chamber. Protanther greets you and says, "We have decided, as the Council of Metallic Dragons, to aid you in your quest and provide assistance to the factions of Waterdeep.
Alright, that's good. That's good.
We shall return you to the city, and you must ensure that these concessions are made.
Don't you want to finish the episode?
In the meantime, think of how best to distribute our forces. The way distribution of draconic forces is laid out, it does fall to you, as the ones that made the alliance, to distribute who receives draconic aid.
So did they say yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's good.
Here we go. Dragon.
I think the dragon minifigs are actually really cool.
They are very cool.
Ancient dragons are just so cool. Or just dragons in general. My Aunt Kimber does a lot of dragon drawings. My Aunt Kimber.
Oh, really? Let's see. Which metallic dragon has lightning immunity?
I'm not sure.
Don't want to look it up, but you got it.
Probably brass.
I would think. Wait, pennies don't get electrified. Do they?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Brass dragon, fire breath.
Kind of crazy. There was only 3 people who came today.
It happens.
It's okay. They didn't need to.
It was just some heavy role play, which is lucky.
Yeah, they didn't get in a fight.
It was lucky.
Let's see. Gold dragons, fire. Silver dragons, freezing cold. Bronze dragons, electrical breast. Bronze. Nimur, he was the one that was friendly. Good. As you guys are leaving the cave, accompanied by Otarlia Carnos, Nimur comes out. Nimur was the bronze dragon who is the benefactor of the Silverhealth family and believes that humanoids who choose good are greater and more precious than good creatures who are good by nature. You, shape changer.
Well, looks around a bit. Oh, you're talking to me again. Okay.
You are a servant of Saloon.
Yes, that's true.
I believe that you lawful good. What's your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Because his perception of what is good is a little wonky.
As I said in the council meeting, I believe that mortals who choose good over evil are more precious and good than those who are good by nature. And so I've decided to grant you a gift from my own board.
Wow. Okay. I'll take that.
As he speaks with you, he actually, his scales smooth out, he folds his wings, they fold into his back, and he shrinks into a very tanned human man.
Hold on. Let me
He's
get
wearing
that.
a thong.
He is wearing plate armor and carries a sword at his side. Once he assumes human form, he begins doffing his armor.
Well, what's his? I need to get the name here. Just 1 second. His name as human. Does he have a human name, or is it just the same?
Martin.
Martin. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Continue.
He doffs his armor, folds it up as much as plate armor folds,
Yes.
and he presents them to you.
Oh, I get armor too. Oh, yeah. I was actually very honored just to meet the more human avatar, but I'll take armor too.
This is
Yeah, look at this.
Woo!
this is plate armor of lightning resistance.
Plate armor, lightning resistance. That's incredible right there.
I love how your character is just like, he's so hard for him to talk.
Yeah, well, they got 2 tusks right here. Like I said, great for bottles.
You did a great job dealing with the Council of Metallic Dragons, and I, for one, appreciate your efforts for all of sentient life in Faerun. Make good use of it, and good luck on your journey.
Well, as stated, like it's hard to really get to know people if they're all dead.
Well said. Well
So
said.
this is armor of lightning resistant plate
Yes.
or breastplate?
It is plate armor.
Ooh, armor of lightning resistant plate.
Isn't plate armor like really good?
hmm
Uh-huh. The best one.
And this one comes with the bonus of giving you lightning resistance.
Exactly.
What is the best armor in the game, do you think?
It depends on what you want. So,
What's your AC now?
Plate armor gives you an AC of 18, I think.
yeah.
Oh.
Yep, I've done it. All the ingredients.
Your potion is ready.
No, it's not ready yet.
You still need to take the time to cast all the spells.
What is all the ingredients you need?
It's a secret.
You'll get to see the result of the ultimate potion when we face off against Tiamat.
Very good. Well, did you write down what concessions needed to be made?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
The concessions are. Let me go down to there. Concessions. Today is 3/13. Council. No, this is a different council. Elia. Dragons. Oh yeah, this is the mountains. Metallic cave. And we got a deal. Elves must apologize. Dwarves return armor. Silverin, Severaverin, the leader of the cult, must be turned over, and all dragon masks returned.
You need an apology from the dwarves and the elves.
Yes.
Alrighty. Your concessions will be presented to the full council at the next Council of Waterdeep.
Perfect.
In the meantime, Elia, back in her dragon form, flies you back to Waterdeep. If you weren't already all full, y'all take a long rest. Elia drops you off on a hill outside of Waterdeep, where you are met by a single lone figure,
Oh well, if we see that, then like Ashley's gonna have to come back.
accompanied by a white wolf. Delon Winterhound
Yeah.
waits to converse with you. And we'll pick up that
Yes. Please.
there
It's still
next time.
the lawn.
Delon Winterhound.
We have got a lot of explaining to do to our fellow party members.
We have the name explained.